Hello and welcome everyone to my video, and welcome to the Geek Man Show. Now, a few things about this thing before I get started. This is the top things I dislike about my Honda hatchback, brand new, I just got, which is the Civic 2018 version. Now, if you did like this video and you want to know how I was able to buy this vehicle, you can definitely should and will take the online classes that's going to be included in the link right down below. With that said, let's go into the video itself, the top 10 things I totally dislike about this car. And if you did like this video, please subscribe to this channel. Lots of more awesome things are included here as well. And plus, I'm going to be showing you which is my most hated thing I hate about this vehicle. So let's get started without any other ado. First thing I totally dislike about this car is the following right here, which is the L sensor, and sometimes it shows that the tires are not doing pretty good, and you can see right there what happens to the tire. So on the top it looks totally fine, on the bottom it shrinks it. This is just in the sport version. The other versions don't seem to have this issue and don't have this thin kind of a tire to that. That said, it does look very good and beautiful in this car. Number two thing is the fake L vents, and over here you can actually tell with the fake L vents, a few holes right here. I don't know why they have holes here. It's probably for some kind of a sensor in here, or I don't know. Other than that, this doesn't have holes in there. On the other hand, this actually does. So it is weird design. Why would you have some holes in the middle, no holes right here, holes right there, and so on? It just looks weird. Number three thing is the facade and opening the hood. So when you open the hood up, you can prop it open over here. On the other hand, you can accidentally try to prop it open right here because it looks like something you should be reaching out under and propping it up. And you shouldn't, because you're just going to break a part of the car. So this is number three. Number four is pretty obvious. It's just because it's black. Now, with being black, that said, it looks pretty good, but not only it looks good, it also attracts a lot of dust. Everything else just falls right on this car, and it always looks like it's dirty, and you constantly have to wash it off, especially when things fall right from the tree. So that's number four. Number five would be the obvious, and I'll have to open it up for you to show you. So once you open it up, this car, you see what's the problem with number five here. It's pretty simple. If you have a pet, there's just not that much space you can store this into. So once you have the pet seat right there, not much space for you to sit in. And it goes right to the back itself as well. So let's open the back up. This is for number five. Once you put the actual pet seat right in the back, there's almost no space here to put anything else. So the lack of space is also obvious, because if you have a dog seat over there and you have the actual place for you to put the pet into, it does take up a lot of space. That said, this does have a huge trunk. So it is good and bad at the same exact time. Number six that I really dislike about this car is going to be going right back on the inside once again. So let's go inside and take a look at what I don't like about this. And this is just really picking like a lot of small things in here. Number six would be this. Now you might say, why do I dislike this? It's not for the obvious reason, it's for the unobvious. And this does shine in your eyes just a bit when the sun actually hits it, just because of the texture and the way it looks. It does look nice, but at the same time, if this was wood grain, it wouldn't actually really shine at you, especially when the sun actually hits it. Number seven, and this has to do with this trim level. Unfortunately, the sport version doesn't have right here, which is the sunroof. Wish I actually had a sunroof in the sport edition. Other than that, you can get an aftermarket sunroof. Problem with that, I had aftermarket sunroof and it actually leaks right in the vehicle after a while. so that's not good. And you can't get the Sport Edition with aftermarket, with actually a sunroof, but you could get the Sport Edition, and if you upgrade to the higher trim of this car, but you definitely get the leather seats as well, and you'll be paying a few $1000s extra. So that's the only way you will get the Sport Edition, is to get the toppest version of the towing of this car. Which brings me to reason number 8 why I don't like this car, and we are just going for the reasons I don't like, is the following. Look what we have, and or actually don't have here, which is the CD player. So missing the CD player, yes, people don't actually use them anymore, but I do. I like the way it actually sounds. Number 9 is actually the seat right here, and I will show you what I mean, why I dislike this car. And number 9 is going to be the seat here. So we have to go to the other side and to show you this one. That's it. You can see how it actually looks from the sides as well. And the number 9 reason why I dislike this car is this. So on the other seat, you can actually adjust the height of it if you wanted to. On the passenger seat, you can just adjust it going over here or over there. So if you just sit on here, you can't actually prop the seat up, which you can actually do on the driver's side. Unfortunately, the driver's side is also manual. So that's the bad thing about that. You can always get the towing edition, which would have gave me all those extra options, but I had to probably pay a few extra grand, which I'm saving for an SUV instead. So if you're interested, definitely buy my online classes, because you can go find out how I was able to amass so much money. Next thing is number 10. So the number 10 reason why I dislike this car has to do with this. This is the radio. And this is sometimes a deal breaker for some people. When you turn this on, you get this radio, and you're not getting much here at all. It looks okay when you press on this. That's how it looks like, and I wish the Honda radio would have something that's moving around instead of just having some primitive looking, very not fancy looking radio. Plus the sound quality of this radio is just hideous. You don't have much of a sound quality in the radio whatsoever. There's not many speakers here as well. There's the speakers here on the side, which is like 2, and there is 2 in the back, which they are right about here, if you can see it right there. There's 2 of those in the back. So there's 4 speakers only on this radio, and the radio itself is not this great for this vehicle. Definitely if you're buying the Sport Edition, you're really not buying it for the radio. And the AEX version does give you a better radio, and the Touring Edition gives you the best kind of radio. And I do wish I actually got the red version of this vehicle, and I had an opportunity to buy a used one that had everything in this car, everything, and I decided I'd rather buy a brand new than a used one. One of the reasons I got this and I got this version is I actually have a real key. I hate the push button start, that's why. Other than that, those are the top 10 reasons why I dislike this car. Now if you want to see top 10 reasons why I actually like this vehicle, you should go and head over to my next actual video, which is going to be showing you it. Also, there's going to be a link below to that. Other than that, this car is kind of great. It is nice and it is sporty, so you get a lot of compliments driving this vehicle. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I did want to say one of the top 10 things that I totally dislike about this car, and keep it to the last one out of all of those reasons. And I was actually, that'll be back to going to number 1, which is the tires. So the tires themselves are having an issue, and one of the things about this is that when you look at this, you actually can have the tires showing up right here, that the balance of the tires is not doing well. It's not showing up right now, but if it does and you want to reset this, there's actually a button right here, and you can just keep and hold on it, and it's going to reset the warning light for the tires, but it's not gonna solve the problem. So that's what they did. I brought it up to them, to the Honda, and I talked to them about the voting right showing up. They went, checked the tire pressure, everything they said was fine. So they just go and they just pressed on this. So if you go and you post the tire pressure to how much it's supposed to be, and you're still having the issue with the tire pressure, but the tires are totally fine, you can just press on this button and hold it, and it's gonna reset it for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video and you're gonna be subscribing to my channel. Have a great day, and I hope to see you in another video.